Funda was clean and green the Himalaya. So the part of cleaning and greening was the next step, which is to say, how do we actually get the garbage back? How do we actually green the Himalaya? And they launched the Gangotri Conservation Project, where they planted numerous trees and got into the whole act of greening the Himalaya. So I think that again, it was not so important that they did X amount of trees, but it led to the awareness that many other organizations can do similar things and effectively. So, I think that was another trigger.
And when it was starting to seem like the rot could be stemmed, a game changer entered the play. A new spectre was haunting not just the Himalaya, but the whole globe. Global warming now poses a threat to ways of life that have built up over centuries. From low-lying coastal regions to the permafrost of the Himalaya, an inexorable change is underway. And it is ironic that regions we perceive as rugged and tough are turning out to be the most delicate. In the Himalaya, the effects of global warming are becoming increasingly evident in the glaciers. Millions of tons of fresh water are held in thrall by these leviathans for the future use of humanity. And it is these glaciers that are on a decline. All over the Himalaya, from the Great Karakoram to Namche Barwa, glaciers are receding. Soon, if the warming proceeds as predicted, other Himalayan regions will begin to show the effects. As the forests disappear, so would bird and animal species associated with them. A rise in temperatures of a few degrees would probably see a species extinction on a scale not recorded since the last ice age.
I climbed the Mount Everest in 1975, and 1970 I climbed the Annapurna Third. This is my first expedition for me. After 25 years ago, I went to the Everest Base